Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you the song The Liahona by Angie Killian using hand motions. I'll do it start to finish and then break it down so you can learn it more easily. Are you ready? Here we go. The Liahona led Lehi and his family through deserts and across the sea to find their promised land. If they were faithful, the Lord provided for their needs, and through their diligence would lead and guide them with his hand. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how he speaks to me, and I will follow where he leads. Like a Liahona, God gives me guidance when I pray and sends me tools that point the way, directing me with love. The Holy Spirit shines like a compass in my soul that leads me on my pathway home to live with him above. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how he speaks to me, and I will follow where he leads. He will speak to me through prophets and leaders, scriptures and teachers, and blessings I receive. And I'm listening, I am listening. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how he speaks to me, and I will follow where he leads. I will follow where he leads. Okay, I'm still learning it myself, so hopefully I'm not too pitchy without the piano, but it gives you an idea at least, so hopefully this is helpful. So I looked up some of these signs on the church website and some of these signs through signing websites. As a note, this isn't direct sign language. If we did direct sign language, it wouldn't actually match the words just because of the order of the words that American Sign Language uses. But I do find using signs just gives them a visual and really helps, especially the younger kids, to learn the words more easily. And I actually lead all my songs when I lead for sacrament meeting. I lead them in sign language, and it really helps the younger kids. So the first one was actually kind of the hardest for me, and you can see sometimes I still mess it up in this video, but the first one is Liahona, and it's kind of like compass. So you put two L's together and you go away and together, okay? So kind of like this. So the Liahona, and I was trying to think, do I do Lehi? Do I do the sign family? But I really liked when I found the sign for led. There is also a sign for guide. That's like, because this is the G and you just pull one finger. But I really liked this as if he was almost pulling us along. So I use led for anytime it says led or guide, just to make it simpler for the kids. So the Liahona led Lehi and his family, and then I did kind of just an area for desert. So through deserts and across the sea, we're going over the water to find their promised land. Now you could do promised and land if you want. Again, I just try to keep it a little more simple for the kids. So I'm just doing promise, okay? To find their promised land. If they were faithful, faithful. And I love the sign. I found this on the church website. So it's like faith, like it's a thought coming together. And it made me think of the iron rod because they stay faithful. They stay on that straight and narrow path. So if they were faithful, and then I go the Lord, and this means take care in sign language. So 2 Ks, provided for their needs. He took care of them. And this means diligence, like they're excited to stay. So, and through their diligence, I think I found this on the church website too. I was surprised. And through their diligence would lead. So you go from this to pulling yourself again. And through their diligence would lead and guide them with his hand. I kind of pull it up so you can see the hand. So lead and guide them with his hand. And then we go into the chorus. He will guide me. So we're still pulling again. He will guide me. And then wilderness was a sign I found online, kind of thinking about being lost in the woods. But, you know, obviously their wilderness might have looked a little different. But I just thought that was a good visual. So he will guide me when I'm in my wilderness. And this is the sign for stay. It's like 2 Ys. And stay beside me on stormy seas. So I try to really emphasize this, the water on stormy seas. And then I am learning. So I'm learning how he speaks to me. This is the sign for talking with someone else, like we're talking together. I'm saying something, they're saying something. So I thought that was a good way of saying he speaks to me because we're speaking together. It's not just me speaking or just him speaking, but we're trying to speak together. So I'm learning how he speaks to me. And then for I will follow where he leads, I was trying to follow the notes because later on the notes change. And so I thought if I did 2 people, then they could see the movement of the notes. So I will follow where he leads. And I did notice the first verse, we hold it for 4 counts. And the second verse, we only hold it for 3. So that's another good reason to have them kind of follow your hand so you can stop them when you need to. Okay, so let's just practice the first verse. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. La Liahona led Lehi and his family through deserts and across the sea to find their promised land. If they were faithful, the Lord provided for their needs, and through their diligence would lead and guide them with his hand. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how he speaks to me, and I will follow where he leads. Okay, for the second verse, it says like a Liahona. So this means like or the same as. So like the Liahona. Now you could leave this out if it's too fast for you and just do Liahona again. That's okay too. Really feel free to alter it to what you're comfortable with or what's going to be good for your primary. So like the Liahona, I have gone back and forth between going, God gives me guidance. It just feels like too much. So I switched to the Liahona, like the Liahona, God gives me guidance when I pray. And I always do this sign, this for prayer, because that's what kids are used to is folding their arms. But you could do like this too if you want, either way, or like this or whatever. So God gives me guidance when I pray and sends me tools that point the way. So again, I'm just trying to simplify. So he's sending us, he's giving me something to point the way. And where's the way? Back to him, right? And he sends me tools that point the way, directing me with love. So he's leading us again but he's leading us with love. And then the Holy Spirit shines. So like a light shines like a compass. I'm just doing Liahona again because the Liahona was like a compass. Like a compass in my soul that leads me on my pathway home. So we're going to go up to heaven to live with him above. Okay, so let's do the second verse with the chorus. Are you ready? Here we go. Like a Liahona, God gives me guidance when I pray and sends me tools that point the way, directing me with love. The Holy Spirit shines like a compass in my soul that leads me on my pathway home to live with Him above. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how He speaks to me, and I will follow where He leads. Okay, the last verse is kind of, Angie loves doing these like kind of bridges where it's just a little bit different than the first two verses before she gets into the end. So it's kind of a bridge. And so it says, He will speak to me. So again, He's speaking to us. He will speak to me through prophets. Prophets is like there's something blocking our vision and there's a P, and He helps us to see past that obstacle. Okay, so prophets and leaders. This is actually the sign for leadership too. So cool, huh? Leadership. So I thought that was cool when I looked that up. So prophets and leaders, scriptures. I think scriptures might be like this, but I like the book better because it just looks like scriptures. So scriptures and teachers. You could go teachers, but I was just doing scriptures and teachers because it's pretty fast. And blessings I receive. This is to bless. There's lots of different signs for blessings, but I do this in the primary because they think of getting hands on their head for blessings. So you could alter it if you need to. And blessings I receive, and I'm listening. So it's like a 3, and you kind of go in. And I'm listening, I am listening. And then you go into the end chorus. Now the end chorus, again, when it says, and I will follow where He leads, it goes, and I will follow where He leads. I will follow where He leads. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this follow, so they can see the notes. Okay, so let's try the third verse. He will speak to me through prophets and leaders, scriptures and teachers, and blessings I receive. And I'm listening, I am listening. He will guide me when I'm in my wilderness and stay beside me on stormy seas. I am learning how He speaks to me, and I will follow where He leads. I will follow where He leads. So that's it. That's the whole song. If you need extra practice, my best recommendation is just do the first video where I don't stop and show you everything over and over, and you'll get faster that way. Hopefully you found this helpful. I really love doing hand motions with the kids. It really just adds an extra element of the spirit. It's really special. I do have a flip chart that I'm going to get up on my blog soon for this song as well. So if you need a flip chart, I will share the link in this video once I get it up on my blog. Okay, thanks. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.